When rhinos go rogue. Jaw-dropping moments of rhino rage you have to see to believe. Get ready for heart-stopping action as we dive into the wild world of rhino rampages. From safari cars turned into playthings to fearless rangers narrowly escaping these charging giants. Watch what happens when a big angry rhino bull gets angry when hearing human giggles. Male rhinos are known to be territorial, and this one in particular was annoyed by everybody, including the laughs of tourists coming from this safari vehicle, so he charges full speed at it. Everyone was still giggling about the sighting, but those giggles quickly turned into nervous laughter. The tour guide had always prioritized safety, so they had plenty of room to reverse away. A good reminder for all of us who visit the bush to do the same. In this wild and unexpected encounter, a rhinoceros finds itself loose on a public road, causing quite the commotion. Its attention is caught by a bright blue three-wheeled motorcycle taxi, which seems to pique its curiosity, or maybe its frustration. The startled driver, realizing the sheer unpredictability of the situation, wisely abandons the vehicle and runs for his life. The rhino, now undisturbed, approaches the taxi and gives it a good shake, testing its resilience against the rhino's raw strength. The tiny vehicle rocks under the animal's immense power, showing just how dangerous and unpredictable a loose rhino can be. He then just left. Apparently all he wanted was a lift. Looking for something bigger, buddy. A giant truck, maybe. These 7 tourists weren't as lucky as the one before them. In a harrowing incident in Jaldapara National Park in West Bengal, India, a rhinoceros charged a safari jeep filled with tourists, causing the vehicle to overturn. The encounter, captured on video, shows the rhino aggressively approaching the jeep as the driver attempts to reverse away. In the chaos, the jeep loses balance and topples into a ditch, leaving 7 people injured. This alarming event underscores the unpredictable nature of wildlife and the inherent risks of close encounters during safaris. It also highlights the need for stringent safety protocols to protect both visitors and the majestic creatures that inhabit these natural reserves. Watch what happens when the personal space of a full-grown rhino gets invaded. This man was driving alone in the car and the road, and suddenly his curiosity makes him stop after he saw this magnificent creature, the mighty rhino. The rhino also notices, and it comes facing the car. The man drives forward a few feet. Wrong move. The rhino charges a few feet too, making some dirt fly off as a clear message. Back off. The man must have not got the message and kept saying easy, easy. The rhino came even closer on the driver's side, and just as the man was about to take off, boom! The rhino made a move and probably damaged one of the car's back doors. That hit shook both the car, the man, and knocked the phone out of the hand of the man, who finally realized he should get on out of there. Never mess with the biological tanks again. In a distressing incident at Africam Safari in Puebla, Mexico, a rhinoceros attacked a family's SUV during a park tour. Captured on video, the rhino repeatedly rammed its horn into the vehicle, lifting its wheels off the ground and causing significant damage. Even after the driver wanted to move away, the rhino followed, headbutting the back of the car. Park staff intervened promptly, and fortunately, no injuries were reported. The park attributed the rhino's aggressive behavior to the presence of a nearby female rhino in heat, describing the event as an isolated case. Moving slowly might have been an attempt to not further agitate the rhino. Quick movements or loud engine noise could be seen as a threat, causing the rhino to become even more aggressive. I would never fix the damages. That's an awesome story to tell anyone who asks about it. In this heart-pounding clip, a safari turns from awe-inspiring to terrifying as a rhinoceros charges directly towards a safari car. The sheer size and power of the rhino are on full display, its massive frame closing the gap with alarming speed. Rhinos may look bulky, but don't be fooled. They can reach speeds of up to 30 to 35 miles per hour, making them deceptively fast and incredibly dangerous when provoked. As the driver carefully maneuvers the vehicle to avoid the charging animal, you can feel the tension rising. Every second counts when faced with such an unpredictable force of nature. The Rhino finally stops, not because he got tired, but because they're out of his territory. This encounter is a powerful reminder of the respect and caution required when exploring wildlife habitats. In the jungle, even a brief moment can showcase the raw and untamed beauty and danger of nature's most formidable creatures. In a jaw-dropping moment at Assam's Kaziranga National Park, a speeding truck collided with the rhino as it dashed out of the forest and onto the road. The impact was as shocking as it was heartbreaking, sending the massive animal stumbling and spinning before its legs gave way. Captured on video, this dramatic encounter is hard to look away from. The aftermath: the rhino, miraculously alive, retreats back into the wild, while the truck driver faces a hefty fine for speeding. Assam's chief minister didn't hold back, promising plans for a 32-kilometer elevated corridor to protect wildlife from becoming roadkill. But here's where opinions get heated. Some argue the rhino charged the truck, blaming its bad timing rather than the driver's speed. Either way, this lucky giant has a second chance, and let's hope it learned to avoid crossing busy roads. Nature and traffic? Definitely not a match made in heaven. What if you were wandering in your neighborhood, hands in your pockets, and casually, an aggressive full-grown male rhino is a few feet near you? What would this guy do? Run? Luckily, people cried, "Watch out," or this fellow would have had at least some crushed bones. In this brief yet intense encounter, a black rhino charges toward a safari truck, taking 4 deliberate and threatening steps. The tourists, displaying remarkable composure, remain still, with the engine off, avoiding any sudden movements that might further provoke the animal. Sensing no immediate threat or reaction, the rhino reconsiders and abandons its charge, retreating back into the wild. In this intense clip, a rhino suffering a serious case of road rage charges an SUV full of tourists, slamming into it with sheer force, likely out of territorial defense or feeling threatened. The driver stays stationary, possibly to avoid escalating the situation, but this leaves the vehicle vulnerable to the rhino's repeated aggression. The tourists inside remain still, relying on the SUV's structure for protection. After asserting dominance, the rhino retreats, turning a heart-stopping moment into a reminder of the unpredictable power of wildlife and the importance of keeping a safe distance in their domain. Even that far is apparently not far enough, so just get out of their eyesight. You won't believe what this next black rhino is gonna do here. Usually, the staff of this park make the rhinos move where they want to using the cars. They get near it so it moves away in the opposite direction, which is where they want it to move in the first place. They depend on the rhino's irritation from company and wanting to be alone. This was routine, but today, this rhino was not having it. And it was the shift of this rookie who got closer than he should have, and you guessed it, a catastrophe happened. With no hesitation, the rhino charges full force, slamming its horn into the side of the vehicle. The impact lifts the car off the ground as if it weighs nothing. Undeterred, the rhino backs up momentarily before delivering another powerful charge, flipping the vehicle onto its side. The car, now at the mercy of the relentless rhino, is pushed and rolled repeatedly across the rugged terrain. The car creaks and groans under the animal's might, as though it were a toy ball. The driver inside remains unseen, but their fear must have been unimaginable as the rhino continues its assault, shoving the car and flipping it further with its powerful body. After several minutes of chaos and this Hulk doing nothing but smash, another experienced team member comes with another car to distract it long enough for the driver to get out of the wrecked car. God, you'd think a rocket hit it. The guy in the second car has to be the bravest person on Earth. Ever wondered what a POV of a rhino attack would look like? Enjoy. In case humans haven't gotten the memo yet, rhinos hate cars. Ooh, this one was lucky. This Indian rhino goes full action hero mode, charging and chasing down a truck filled with rangers in Kaziranga National Park, India. For over a minute, this massive tank on legs barrels after the vehicle, showing off its speed and determination. These brave rangers were patrolling the park to protect these incredible creatures from poachers who hunt rhinos for their horns, prized in China for so-called medicinal purposes. Ironically, this rhino didn't need any help proving its strength and vitality, as it turned the tables, reminding everyone why it's one of nature's most unstoppable forces. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.